Welcome, welcome back to another episode of the ReCap. I'm your host, Open Mind, along with your other host, Tannic,
What's going on, everybody?
and we are back with episode 39 again. Even though we had it already, episode got turned off last week. We had some technical difficulties, put the wrong music up, but we finna give y'all a different episode 39 and get ourselves back on track. Week 6 of NFL football. How you been, Tannic, bro? How does this week been for you? This Monday night football going into Thursday night. How did you do?
Well, Monday night I did not play. I was too busy doing some personal stuff. But Thursday night, I have to say I was pretty much shocked at Brady's performance. I did not expect him to do as good as he did. And I did. I was close to winning something, but it wasn't. You know, it was that captain spot that pretty much destroyed me. What about yourself?
Man.
What about yourself, man?
Man, listen. I'm gonna say this live, and I don't care who laughs at me, bro. Listen, my wife's lineups did better than my lineups, bro.
Oh man,
Again, she. I'm like, this shit has got to stop, man.
Giving her bragging rights.
Dude, okay, listen. Oh, before I get into it, I gotta apologize to you live on air for some shit I said to you in the text, right? So right now, I'm about to apologize to my brother live for some shit I texted him privately. I text you a couple weeks back. I said college football was easy, right? Don't do no research. so let me. I'm sorry, bro. That was some false information I gave you. Please forgive me for saying that bullshit to you in the text. Because listen, college football is kicking my ass on Draftkings. And I tell you, like, okay. For example, the problem I'm having, and I should know better, right? Mm-hmm. I've been calling the NFL, most of these games anyway, the games that I can see, pretty much calling it, and I say I give myself a B plus, B minus on my, grade on what I call. Like, everything I say don't happen, but most of the shit I say happens in the game as it happens, from the play they about to call to the score, the final score, to whatever the hell. So, that's NFL, though, and that's because I know matchups. I know that this star player is going to do good in this matchup, but don't pick this star player for that matchup. But when it comes to college football, bro, I don't know none of those matchups. And I'm looking at these inflated game log numbers, right, with these high numbers, not knowing that they only put up them high numbers because they played a weak-ass defense in college. Well, I don't know whose defense is weak and strong in college because I'm not keeping up with college football like that. It's only 32 NFL teams. I don't even know how many college football teams there is. I don't know. You got Big 10, Big 12, Big East. I just don't know how many teams, and I'm not counting, to keep up with everybody's defensive strategy. So I'm picking these lineups based off these superficial-ass game log numbers that I see. And I'm not winning nothing. So my bad, bro. Apologize for that bullshit I sent you in text. College football is not easy. It's not easy. All right. So anyway, I want to do something different this time, fam. We normally do the early slate, afternoon slate, blah blah. I want to do. I'm gonna quit being a punk.
What?
And let's go to the all-day joint. Yep.
Wow.
10 games, 1 o'clock. Let's go. All day. We go all day with this joint. And look, this is free. So pick on one of the free ones. You ain't got to spend no money. Right? Yeah. Click on the free entry. You ain't got to spend no money. And I'm going to follow along with you. I got my screen up too. So, now, we'll say all day, but it's going to end on the Cowboys versus the Patriots game. So it's really not all day because we ain't going into midnight. But I'm going to take a chance on this and let's make the first show squad, the all-day squad. All day.
Wow.
And we just gonna laugh. Now, listen, I'm confident in this because we don't have to get Patrick Mahomes, even though he got a great matchup in the Washington football team. We don't have to get Kyler Murray, even though he got a great matchup with Cleveland, because Cleveland really ain't gonna be able to stop the Cardinals. Cardinals gonna win. Don't have to get Lamar Jackson, even though he went off last week. He went off. He did. But you still ain't got to spend $7,000 on him. I want to scroll you down to a quarterback situation that ain't nobody even going to bat an eye at.
Uh-oh. Who is this?
Right? Okay. Stafford. Now, you know I don't like it. I do not like Stafford. I'm glad that he's gone from the Lions. You know, Lions is trash, but I don't care if they trash this year. They on a rebuilding phase. You know what I'm saying? I'll root for my Lions when they get some money and go get some players and replace some of these injured people. Not even worried about it. Got a good quarterback in Jared Goff. We just need some pieces around Jared Goff and the Lions to be straight. But the Giants are incredibly weak. They're probably the weakest defense on week 6, going into week 6. Go down to defense before we even fill up. Just click on the defense.
Giants.
Now the list. Well, I take that back. The Lions are the weakest defense, but the Bengals are playing the Lions, and the Bengals ain't that good on offense. They okay, right?
Yep.
They all right. The Bengals can put up some points, but the Bengals ain't stacked. They ain't stacking stat sheets like that. Actually, the Lions could win this game if they play right. I'm sure the Lions are going to lose, but the Lions can beat the Bengals because the Bengals ain't all that. So even though the Lions do have the weakest defensive situation, it's not like the Bengals got premier people playing. It's really anybody's game in Detroit versus Cincinnati. So I say second to that, I say the Giants got the weakest defensive situation. It's the Rams versus the Giants. Who on Giants defense gonna stop Stafford, Kupp, Robert Woods, and Henderson, and Higbee, and D-Jack, and Jefferson? I mean, come on, bro. So to start the show off, to not get too long-winded, Stafford throwing it to Kupp.
I agree with you there. Even though Kupp is 7'9", he has. I remember when he was cheap, and I said I'm gonna pick him, and he pretty much broke the slate.
Look, Robert Woods could also have a good day. I don't think he's gonna give us another big game day. He had a big game against the Seahawks. You know, I watched that game. I was watching to see him play the Seahawks, and Robert Woods went off nonetheless. I'm not gonna say Robert Woods is trash, but I'm not expecting another 30 out of him.
No.
If you bring up Robert Woods' game log, he put up 30 points, fine. I'm not going to ride that wave, though. But I'll still say Robert Woods will get double digits, maybe 15, maybe 20, along with Kupp's flaming hot Cheetos. He finna flame. Because the Giants, man, Stafford finna throw for 400 yards against the Giants.
Yeah.
Now, I wanted to start the show off showing some humility because I don't like Matthew Stafford, but I like getting paid. So give me Stafford to Kupp. Throwing for the white boys. We gonna straight bigotry, racism, Ku Klux Klan shit. Racist bigotry. The white quarterback throwing it to the white receiver. Bigotry.
Honestly, to tell you the truth, when you said that, you haven't been wrong about that. And as ignorant as that is, that has not been wrong.
Right, you're right. You know what I'm saying? That shit's so ignorant, right? I hate it. But that's how they playing. They racist as fuck out there on the football field. I'm gonna be racist when I go and make these lines. I just want to get paid. In racism, but if you're gonna be racist, I'm gonna use it to my advantage. Give me the white boy and the white boy.
Oh man. All right, I think I'm gonna go look at me see. Let me think if there's for the all-day slate. I think I'm going to look at running back. Let me see who I've been looking at. I would say Henderson, but he's 6,000. I don't know if I want to pay that much for him.
Now, as you're looking at the running backs, I want to fill you in on a couple of different circumstances. All right. For example, let's take click on CJ Dillon and click on his game log, or game log, straight game log. Don't worry about the description.
AJ Dillon, you mean?
Now, AJ Dillon, Packers running back, 4,900. This is just one of a few that I'm going to show you some circumstances of what's going on. Now, the Packers play the Bears, and the Bears got a good run defense, which means Aaron Jones ain't finna do much. Now, you don't have to bring up Aaron Jones' game log. I got it on my end. Aaron Jones, other than the when he played Detroit, he only averaging 18.6. Aaron Jones has played against the 49ers, the Steelers, and the Bengals, and all he could squeeze out was 17 points. That's it. He got 100 rushing yards when he played the Bengals, but that's it.
He's not getting an end zone.
So, yeah, and he cost $7,000. And he going against Chicago. So, automatic fade of Aaron Jones. But C.J. Dillon is interesting because look at how they're using him. That's why I wanted you to bring up the game log. Not that he's going to be a running back, get a lot of yards. But scroll over to the right, look at his receipt, look at his numbers.
He's getting targets.
A.J. Dillon is the Theo Riddick of the Packers. Or the Tony Pollard, or whatever you want to call it. So that's one example, right? David Montgomery is on injured reserve, right?
True.
He's out. Scroll down to $4,600 Khalil Herbert. Bring up his game log. I want to show you something. His name is Khalil Herbert for the Bears, and he's $4,600.
Wow. Even though he's a straight running back, he gets the yards.
Hold on, check it out. He came into the game, that Raiders game, because
Montgomery got hurt.
David Montgomery, I don't know if it was in the second quarter. I know it was in the first half, but I think it was in the second quarter, right?
Mm-hmm.
David Montgomery goes out. Khalil Herbert comes in to relieve Montgomery for the injury he had in that Vegas Raiders game. And for the time he played up until the end, he had 18 attempts on 75 yards. That's because he came in the game mid-game to finish out the game. Now he's finna start with a full load. He's the starter. Khalil Herbert is starting running back for the Bears because David Montgomery is out. And he put up 75 yards in just 2 quarters. Came in the second quarter. Towards the end of the day, it was like 5 minutes left. I don't know the exact time. I know he didn't have a lot of time before halftime hit. He came in the second half, third quarter, did the best he could. 18 attempts, 75 yards. That means he had like 8-9 yards of carry. So if he had a full game, if he give you 75 yards with half a game, what can he do with a full game against the Green Bay Packers weak-ass defense? So that's another... Just a situation where you probably didn't pay attention to that because you probably not. I just noticed it. Now, another 2 situations. James Conner for the Cardinals. You don't need to bring up his game log. Just James Conner is the Cardinals' premier running back. And Tony Pollard. Now, reason I say Tony Pollard is this. You ain't got to click on Zeke Elliott, but you know my wife's a Cowboys fan, so I can't help but watch the game. The last Cowboys game, Zeke Elliott fell on a pylon and hit his rib. He still played, but he's still feeling some pain from that. He is gonna play in the Patriots game, but I think because it's mid-season and Coach McCartney is real cautious with his players, he's gonna play Zeke, but not as much because Zeke is still feeling that pylon that he fell on. He fell on on his back, but it like hit his rib. He fell hard too, on the corner of the pylon. And I said poked him in his rib, so he's still feeling some pain from that. Now, might linger for another week, but I think Pollard is going to be featured more due to the fact that Zeke is kind of banged up from last week when he fell on the pylon. Zeke did continue to play and play through the pain, and he's still feeling that pain. So I think because McCartney has to play him because he's not like maimed or nothing, Zeke gonna be in uniform, Zeke gonna be out there running, but not as much as Tony. And this is a gut feeling. This ain't something I just know. I just think that that's how the game flow gonna go. With Tony running, even if Zeke ain't hurt, Tony still get hit. So I just think Tony gonna be featured a lot more. And them the three running backs I wanted to put on your mind. Cheap running back because you don't want to spend that high money. You know, those circles that you got Khalil Herbert starting for Green Bay, starting. He already gave you 75 and a half a game because he had to fill in for David Montgomery. And then you got A.J. Dillon, who is a wide receiver on the Green Bay Packers. He's a wide receiver, period. You got James Conner, who's been consistent. That's all I can really say about James Conner is that he's been consistent. And the Browns really got they got some injured people on defense, but I don't know specifically who. I just know it's been affecting the fact that they've been letting people score a lot of points on them. They can't stop the run. They can't stop the pass. So people just putting up points on the Browns. And Tony Pollard. So them the three, you pick from those three, you know what I'm saying? Just want to put them on your mind because I've been paying attention to it. Both been busy. That's what I want to tell you. I want to throw that out there.
Actually, to tell you the truth, I'm looking at that Bears running back, and I'm like, you know, at $4,600, I can save a lot of money and use it elsewhere. And I think he is probably a very good pick because I don't think a lot of people are going to pick him.
Okay, well, is that who you want?
Yeah. I mean, for specifically just because it's the price tag and he's starting, and you know, a lot of people probably going to be probably not going to like the fact that he's playing the Packers, and I'm going to pick Herbert.
Okay. All right, now I'm gonna give you a little treat. I'm gonna leave the other running back spot for you, and I'm gonna go get the position that everybody hates. Tight end. Now, looking at Mark Andrews, he went off in the Colts game, but I think that was situational football. So I'm not gonna ride that Mark Andrews wave in the Ravens. Andrews did go off last week. I had him in the showdown. He went off for me, but I watched the game too. I was watching that Monday Night Football game, and it was situational football, and Lamar Jackson had to throw it to Mark Andrews. He just had to. He was down, he was behind, he was trying to catch up and tie the game, so he had to push the ball down the field, and he couldn't rush it. They shut the run down. So he had to pass that ball. Marquise Brown couldn't get open. Sammy Watkins couldn't get open. And Mark Andrews was double teamed, but he a big dude, so he would catch the ball and they wrestle him down. So he got a lot of volume because of the game flow. Mm-hmm. But Dalton Schultz for the Cowboys has been very consistent, and I know this because I have no choice because my wife's a fucking Cowboys fan. So I say our tight end is Dalton Schultz. Go ahead.
Running back. Let me see. I got Jonathan Taylor going up against Houston.
That's a good pick, bro.
Yeah, I know.
Are you picking Jonathan or are you just looking at it?
I'm looking at it. I think I'm going to fill in that second running back spot. And I'm leaning towards Jonathan Taylor simply because it's Houston. And they ain't been able to stop nothing. Yeah.
Hey, that's a good pick. I mean, shit. I live here in Houston. I can tell you they ain't finna stop shit. For the defense, I think we got to go ahead and bite the bullet and spend that money. I think the best defensive situation is the Rams versus the Giants. I know they 4,700. That's too much for a defense. But scrolling down, I think the Raiders are going to score on the Broncos. I think the Broncos going to score on the Raiders. I think the Packers are going to score on the Bears. I think and vice versa. I think the Colts is a secondary option for defense because they play in Houston. However, the Colts defense showed us that they're not invincible because of all the points that Lamar Jackson put up with no receivers. All he had was Mark Andrews. He really don't have no good receivers in Baltimore like that. Baltimore put up all them points against Indiana, so the Colts defense are still okay, but they not invincible. Almost like the Rams going into the Giants don't have Saquon and they don't have Kenny Galladay, and their defense trash. Who's really gonna do anything? They're not gonna be able to run the ball. Even if they had Saquon, they can't run the ball against Aaron Donald. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and fill this spot. You got Taylor. I'm gonna just put the Rams defense in there. I know it's a lot of money, but I think they're gonna score a touchdown. I think Jalen Ramsey gonna get a pick six, and I think Aaron Donald gonna cause a forced fumble.
Ooh,
Giants don't have a chance. The Giants are losing this game. If they score a touchdown, I'll be surprised. I think the only points they're gonna put up is field goal points. I don't think the Giants even gonna score a touchdown.
I do. Okay. Well, I'm looking at a receiver, and I'm just thinking. I'm looking at this Baltimore defense, and I know Mike Williams. He's questionable. I'm not even sure if he's gonna play. That Baltimore secondary has been getting whipped up in the passing game, right?
Right.
Why not pick up Keenan Allen?
He cheap.
6,400. That is it. I mean, after playing football for 2 or 3 years, that is the cheapest I've ever seen him in a very long time.
Right. And look at Mike Williams. He $8,000. It used to be the other way around. Keenan Allen was $8,000, and then you see what I'm saying? Look how the table turned.
Yeah.
All right, Keenan Allen. All right, now I'm gonna show you. I got a pick for you that you did not expect. Nobody saw this coming. I think our squad. I think we're gonna be he's gonna be so low owned. It's gonna be crazy. Scroll, and this your boy. This is one of your boys, but he's been on injured reserve for a long time. He's back now, and he's making his season debut.
Talking about T.Y. Hilton.
He cost $4,100. I said he was your boy, so I guess that's kind of a dead giveaway. That's always for you. You love you some fucking T.Y. Hilton. So that's my pick. I'm taking your boy from you. I'm robbing you at gunpoint for your dude.
Wow.
T.Y. Hilton.
Wow. I ain't gonna even lie. When I heard he was off injury reserve, I'm like, dang, should I get him?
Yeah. Against Houston? Look, what better game for him to come back and knock his rust off than with the fucking Texans?
That's true.
I don't expect him to get 100 yards a season, but I bet you he get 5 catches, and I bet you he get. In other words, Michael Pittman's volume is going to go down because T.Y. Hilton is back, and T.Y. Hilton being the old man, he's going to be where in the slide. He's in the best place he could go. He gonna get a bunch of short passes. 5 catches the whole game. I don't expect him to throw the ball all day. He gonna get some targets, but I think he's only gonna catch 5 of them. If he gets 6, fucking sue me. I don't care. But he's gonna get at least 5 catches. Now, how many yards is gonna be the question. Don't know if he'll have a big day or 5 catches and 50 yards, but if he can just get a touchdown out of that for $4,000, you've gotten your money's worth out of T.Y. Hilton.
That's true.
You don't need him to go off. Just need him to get into the double digits. If he can just squeeze out 15 points for me, 15 points meaning 5 catches, that's 5 points. 50 yards, that's 5 points. That's 10 points. If he just get 50 yards total receiving on 5 catches, that's 10 points. Because 5 being the reception and then the 50 yards being 5 points. And if he get a touchdown, and if he don't do shit else for the rest of the game, just one measly touchdown out of him, and then everybody else, Jonathan Taylor and Pittman, everybody else can have the game back. Just give me 1 touchdown, 5 catches, and 50 yards out of T.Y. Hilton, and that's 16 fucking points, and I would not be mad.
I won't be. That'd be 16 points going up, like way up.
And that's a realistic expectation coming back from injured reserve. Got to get some rust off, but he has been practicing.
That's true.
He just wasn't on the field. He wasn't like cleared to play, but he's been practicing. So, yeah, he's going to be a little rusty. And no, he's not going to catch every pass. That's why I say he's going to probably get a lot of targets in the slot, but he probably only going to catch 5 of them. He's going to drop a few, or somebody going to bat the ball down. Or somebody is going to be overthrown. Going to be some incomplete passes to T.Y. Hilton. But he going to catch, in 4 quarters of football, he going to catch 5 passes. 5. That's all I need is 5, bro. I don't need a whole lot of catches. I don't need him to be the premier receiver, to go off. I don't need none of that. I just need T.Y. Hilton in the slot, give me 5 catches, 50 yards, and a touchdown, and I'm cool. That's all I need.
I can agree to that one. I mean, that's how bad it is. I can agree to that one. Yeah, I saw that he came off the injury reserve, and I was like, dang. I know ain't nobody gonna pick him. It's probably the perfect time to do it.
He gonna be so low on. It's like, I just hope he do something. Like, I hope he's not low on and then he don't do shit. That'll be boom, boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? I think he's gonna have an okay game. I don't expect him to go off by no means. If you expecting him to flame out and do 30, no. But 15, 16 points, I'm cool. Because 50 yards, 5 catches, he's not disrupting nobody's playtime. He's not disrupting Jonathan Taylor's production. He's not disrupting Michael Pittman's production and Pascal and everybody else. He's not going to really disrupt the game like that.
That's true.
And the Colts gonna have the ball for a long time. It's not like Houston gonna stop them. They're gonna march down the field. Every time the Colts get the ball, Carson Wentz is gonna march down the fucking field. And it ain't gonna be no field goal. They're gonna score on every possession. So T.Y. ain't gotta be featured in all of the plays. Just give me 5 catches for 4 quarters. You give me 5 catches at 4 quarters, man.
Shoot, Wentz might be happy he back.
Now, you got that flex spot to still. I don't know who you going to pick. It's slim picking.
Yeah, I know. I've been scrolling. You know what?
But you can get another tight end. I mean, Hunter Henry's a good.
I was just about to mention him, too.
Or Kendrick Bourne.
Yeah. Well, let me think here. Is it better?
No, I don't know. Okay, hold on. Before you continue, another tip about the Cowboys. Have you seen any Cowboys game?
No,
at all.
Not really. I haven't had the chance.
Okay. I can't help but watch the Cowboys. When and look this up, they are in the top 10 defense. Going into week 6. The Cowboys defense are in the top 10. So, with that said, Trayvon Diggs on the Cowboys has gotten an interception every game. He is now at 6 interceptions on 6 games. He got 2 in one game, and then 1 each game. So we going into week 6. He has 6 interceptions right now, and I think he's gonna be checking Kendrick Bourne. But I don't know who he's gonna be checking. Don't matter. I'm saying Mac Jones throwing the ball against the Cowboys secondary is not a good idea. Now, they can't intercept the ball every play. Yeah, I'm sure Mac Jones is going to score a rushing touchdown or something. I mean, you're going to score on the Cowboys. But their secondary has been proving itself. So I say if you're going to get a receiver, so to speak, from the Patriots, Hunter Henry tight end, and you look at his game log, he's been consistent.
Yeah,
Hunter Henry has been consistent. He went off in Tampa Bay. So, just want to throw that out there.
Yeah, I didn't even look at Kendrick Bourne, but yeah, I was looking at Hunter Henry anyway.
That's who you want?
Yep.
All right, so we got Stafford leading the charge, throwing at the cup. We got we're gambling on this Khalil Herbert guy. I'm not expecting him to go off either, but if he can give me 100 yards rushing, in a full game of football, I'd be happy. You know, I wouldn't complain. 100 yards rushing is automatically 13 points. You get 10 points for having 100 yards, and an extra 3-point bonus. So it's automatic 13 points just for getting 100 rushing yards. And let's say he rushes for 1 touchdown, just one, against the Green Bay Packers, which I'm sure he is because their defense is trash. So 4,600, and he gives you 15, 16 points, not bad. Jonathan Taylor is just a good back even if it wasn't Houston. You know what I'm saying? Like, Jonathan Taylor is a good back. I like the Keenan Allen pick because I think Mike Williams costs too much.
Yeah, he do.
He's cost too much.
8,100.
Yeah, he might. Yeah, he'll get some, but he costs too much.
And he don't have slate breaking abilities. Like Cup is, even when it comes to the upper price, Tyreek Hill has it, but he's inconsistent. David Adams, Devontae Adams, Jesus. I don't know what to say about him. But when it comes like to that upper 800 tier, upper 700, I would say probably Austin Eckler or Cooper Kupp is who I'll pay for.
All right, so I'm entering. I entered that one. I like it.
Saving it now.
I like it. But that's a free squad, so we ain't losing no money on that one.
Gotcha.
I want to jump into the tiers afternoon slate.
Okay. 3-gamer. I can't believe you played the all day. That's the first time.
Yeah, just try my luck this time. It's week 6, man. Let's try something different.
Open Mind said, no, we playing all day. Dang, really?
All right, so now, with the tiers, I'm going to let you start us off.
Oh, jeez.
It should be too hard to pick from. Like, it's only 2 quarterbacks.
It's either Dak or Murray.
Right. It don't really matter, honestly, who you get. It's up to you because they both going off.
Yeah, I feel
Dak destroys Patriots.
Yeah, he is, but let me see.
Like I said, it don't matter. If you pick Dak, you good. If you pick Kyler, you good. It don't matter really.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick Dak.
All right. You gotta pair them up.
Let me see.
But you don't have to pair them up with tier 2.
I know. I'm trying to see. Oh, I'm gonna pick Schultz. I don't know why, but them seem like them two been playing good.
You want Schultz?
Yep. That's tier 3.
All right. Tier 3 Schultz. I'm gonna go with. Let's see. I'm gonna go DeAndre Hopkins.
I like that bit.
Tier 2.
Tier 4. Nope, I'm going James Conner. James Conner.
James Conner. All right. Let's see. James Conner. Let's see. Hunter Renfrow, Tony Pollard, AJ Green. I'll take Tony, bro. Give me Tony Pollard.
I honestly take you after reading the reports as I sit here, I can see him going off.
Yeah, Tony Pollard. Tony Pollard can go off if Zeke healthy. So imagine a Zeke going into they say questionable because they got to, but Zeke's gonna play. I just think Coach McCarthy is gonna ease him in, like put him on a snap count because of that back injury. Mm-hmm. He did legitimately hurt his back. I saw it happen. He got up and walked it off, but he's still feeling the lingering pain from that shit, and that's affecting his run game. So he'll go out there and run and do his little feed me shit, but he's not finna really play all day because McCartney is trying to have him rest up for week 7. Tony Pollard is fresh and healthy, ain't hurting, and can't nobody stop him. Why not?
I agree with you.
I think Tony's finna go off. I say Zeke's gonna play. I think because of snap count, he won't have a game worth having him on your lineup. He'll just be there to confused Bill Belichick, I guess. You see Zeke out there, you think we're going to hand it to him and it's play action and we throw it to Amari Cooper or some shit. Like, I don't think they're going to hand the ball off to him that much. He'll be blocking a lot. Zeke he'll get a ball, he'll hand it off. He's not going to try to run far. He's going to just try to lay down and get a first down. You know, I don't think Zeke is going to work too hard because his back is hurting him. He got a legitimate back injury in his rib section. It's legitimate. I've seen that happen, but he's strong and trying to work through it because he want to be there for the team. So I just think McCarthy just gonna play him, easy, and he's gonna give Tony the workload. I don't know if that's gonna happen like that. I just think it makes sense to do it that way.
I agree. And as for tier 6, I understand that I had Hunter Henry, but I'm not going to pass up on Christian Kirk. Or more. Let me see. Hold on. Let me look.
Nah.
Yeah, I'm picking Kirk.
No, don't pass on Christian Kirk because, and I like the fact that we don't have Kyler Murray, but we got both his receivers.
And we got 3 of them. Don't forget Connor. He's a receiver too.
I guess if you're right. If you look at it, so about to enter that, I like that lineup. That's a good sneaky lineup. I don't know how good it's gonna do, but I don't dislike it. Let's see. And we usually do primetime tiers. I want to do a primetime full squad before we close out.
Primetime full classic. All right.
Full squad primetime. And I'm going to bet $1 on this one. On my end. You ain't got to bet $1, but I'm going to bet $1 on my end.
I've been betting dollars lately.
And I can't wait. Yo, let me know when you're ready. Just let me know you're ready. I can't wait to start this one off. This is my turn.
Yeah, I think I might already have you. I think I might already know who you about to pick. So go ahead.
I am going to spend the money. If Russell Wilson is out, Tannehill can get his ass beat by the Bills defense. I don't trust Big Ben. Even though he'll have a good game against Seahawks weak defense, I don't trust Big Ben. Give me Josh Allen throwing it to Emmanuel Sanders. Stephon Diggs if we can get him, but let's see how we progress the lineup. Josh Allen to Emmanuel Sanders. That's how we're gonna start this primetime game off.
Gotcha. Let me see here. Oh man. Derrick Henry 7,000. No, 9,000. No, that's a bit much. I would go with Harris from Pitt playing against Seattle at 7,200.
Because the Seahawks ain't finna stop him. Seahawks ain't finna stop him, man. I'm gonna fill in the other running back spot. Give me Zach Moss.
I don't blame you. Let's see here, wide receivers. I will pick up Diggs, but no. Let's see, hold on a minute. Has Beasley been getting the ball? Oh no. Yeah, it's gonna be. You have to pay down somewhere. Okay. Yeah, I like Deontay Johnson.
All right, Deontay Johnson. Let's see. Deontay Johnson. Oh man, this is getting a little.
I think it might be good to pick at a tight end or a defense just to see how much money we have in for the last 2 spots.
Let's see who I want. I don't want Cole Beasley. I just don't want Cole Beasley. Ooh, this is crazy.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, we might be able to to save money on the tight end?
Not really.
Who are you trying to get on tight end?
Are
you trying to
Dawson Knox?
Gotcha. I go ahead and pick him out. Damn, how much is the defense? That's probably where we're gonna save our money at.
Yeah, the defense. But the defense is only one defense worthy of picking.
The Bills, and that leaves us with 5,300.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. So yep, my pick, Dawson Knox for tight end.
And we're going with the Bills for defense, so we know what we got for the last 2 picks. So no, we might have to.
You want the Bills at defense?
Yeah.
All right. So if you taking the Bills at defense, I'm gonna do this while it's necessary. I think out of DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett with Geno Smith at quarterback, I think Tyler Lockett's gonna get more of that production than DK Metcalf.
Okay.
I could be wrong, but I think we need to get somebody on the Seattle game. At least one person. You ain't gotta. I don't know who's gonna win. I think Pittsburgh gonna take this one because they just don't have Russell Wilson. But Geno Smith could very well do good. But I think gotta have at least one Seahawk. One of them Seahawks. Could be DK, could be Tyler, but I'm leaning to Tyler Lockett on this one.
Okay. 4,700. Let me see here. Let me look at Singletary. You don't. Well. Yeah, he don't get into the end zone enough for me. Looking for one player.
Man, this is tough.
Yeah, let's see. Let's see, Josh Reynolds didn't do nothing last game.
I don't know. I might have to make a sacrifice, bro.
What? Get rid of who you gonna get rid of?
No, I might have to get rid of Josh Allen.
Who would you pick besides Josh Allen? The only other quarterback that's in a good position. Yeah.
It's Ben Roethlisberger.
Yeah, you're not lying.
Because look, if I get Ben, I mean, yeah, Josh Allen gonna go off, but if his $8,000 is keeping us from getting somebody viable, like you got what $4,800 left,
yeah,
and you got Devin Singletary to pick from. You got Taiwan Jones, Cole Beasley. You don't want none of them. You don't want none of them people.
Yeah,
you just don't, and I ain't gonna force you to do that. But picking Ben, you throwing it to Deontay Johnson, and then you can look, bro. Like, yeah. So take Josh Allen out, put Ben there.
Gotcha.
So,
dang.
I got Tyler Lockett was my pick, and you had the flex. So now you got $7,300 left, and Derrick Henry is a fade. So any, money, mo, pick a receiver by the toe, and you got 3 receivers that can give you something.
I'm picking Chris Claypool.
So what I said about DK Metcalf, you can get both of them. Or you can either get DK, and here's the thing, Russell Wilson is not throwing the ball. So I don't know what DK or Tyler's going to do. Not necessarily them two. We don't know what Geno Smith's going to do. So you don't have to double down with Seahawks. Still got Stephon Diggs. Still got Chase Claypool. And I'm looking at Chase Claypool's game log. He put up 130 yards, man, like against the Denver Broncos. Like, you ain't got to get DK Metcalf if you don't want to.
I'm trying to think here for a second. I can see that. Yeah, because it does open it up. But Chris Claypool can also give me almost the same numbers as DK Metcalf. But my thing is, what does that say about Harris?
Najee Harris?
Yeah. No, I'm gonna keep.
He's a running back.
I'm gonna keep him. Yeah, I'm gonna go with
I think he's gonna have to be good.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with Claypool. That leave us with 12.
All right, Chase Claypool.
1,200 on the table.
Yeah, because I can't see Julio Jones or AJ Brown doing shit. I can't see them doing shit, bro. Like nothing worth anybody's time. So this is it, man. This is the squad for, I guess. You know what? I'm gonna do this. I don't like leaving money on the table. So instead of getting Tyler Lockett, I'm going to get DK Metcalf. Because don't know which one going to do what. Can't have both. I don't like leaving money on the table. Tyler Lockett is $6,000. DK Metcalf is $6,900. That leaves, and that leaves me with $300 on the table instead of $1,200 on the table. And honestly, I just think, I don't know. I don't know what Geno Smith's going to do. I don't know if it's going to be DK or Tyler. But I'd rather spend that money on DK since I have it to spend and just hope Tyler Lockett don't do better. You know what I'm saying?
I agree with you.
Other than that, I'm still gonna make a squad off the show with Josh Allen. But I think this is a good squad. Like, look at this. Because the Seahawks is not gonna stop nobody. It's not. Not that Ben finna flame out, but if he give you 20 points, I mean, shit, what more do you need from Ben Roethlisberger? You know what I'm saying? Like, in the Seahawks defense, they can't stop nobody. Najee Harris finna go off. He's finna go off in Seattle. Straight off. That's gonna be a good Sunday night football game.
I can see that, too.
And we got all the important Buffalo people. We got Zach Moss, got Dawson Knox.
Emmanuel Sanders.
Emmanuel Sanders. Got the. I mean, Diggs gonna have a good day. Of course, that's who I'm gonna put on the other alternate squad. I'm gonna make Josh Allen throwing it to Diggs. You know what I'm saying? Because I think I can still put a good squad together with Josh Allen. You know, but I think this squad is gonna be really viable. I think we're gonna be green all night. Like the night game gonna start. The squad it's gonna, play itself out, and then it's gonna end. I think it's gonna be sitting on green going into Monday and finishing the Monday night game out. I think this thing gonna cash, bro. I think this squad gonna cash for real. You got Chase Claypool and Deontay Johnson. Can't go wrong. You got both the receivers. Who else? And Najee Harris. You got everybody you need on Pittsburgh. Najee Harris, Big Ben, Deontay Johnson, and Chase Claypool. You got everybody you need on Buffalo. Zach Moss, Emmanuel Sanders, and Dawson Knox. Don't know if DK or if it's going to be Tyler, but I got both one of them, right?
Yep.
And Tennessee is a straight fade because they playing against Buffalo defense. Who the fuck finna spend $9,000 on Derrick Henry going against the Bills? And if you do that and you win, more power to you. But, bruh, Derrick Henry is a fade, man. $9,000? He ain't finna give you $9,000 worth of production against the Bills.
No, he's not.
No,
I don't see that. That's hard. I mean, he might get the carries and the attempt at production, but the Bills ain't finna allow that man to get nowhere.
Allow that shit, bro. If he get 100 yards, more power to him, but he ain't finna put up no monster stat.
I don't see him scoring a lot either.
And Zach Moss is a receiver. Shit. Zach Moss, he a running back, but he's also a receiver. He do got like 9 catches. Like, get out of here. Give me Zach Moss. I mean, I hope Emmanuel Sanders has a good game because we don't have Stephon Diggs is the only person we don't have. But that's fine because I'm going to pick Stephon Diggs on the squad. But I think like, only person I would swap out, and you would have to do it, is DK Metcalf for Stephon Diggs. You know, that's it. That's the only thing I would do different in making my alternate squad. I just won't have DK Metcalf. Other than that, I can still put Diggs on there.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, you can still put Diggs on there. You just take Deontay Johnson out and put Diggs on there. You know what I'm saying? Just with Josh Allen as your quarterback. Like, you can do that.
You got to play around with it first. All right, man.
I like this squad. You like it?
Yeah, I like
I'm
it. I'm going to go back when we're done here. And just like, let's put some money on this stuff.
Yep, I'm smitten. I like this squad, bro. I like this squad. So now, looking at the show squad on my end, bro, like Taylor Heineke instead of the Chiefs, instead of Pat Mahomes. Mahomes gonna beat their ass, but he cost too much, bro. Tyreek Hill cost too much. What's his name? The tight end. Travis Kelce.
Yeah.
He cost too much.
But he might
$8,000 a piece for them two.
I think Kelsey's $7,000 for the all day slate, but that's just the all day. But if you playing at 1 p.m., he's $8,000.
Too fucking much, bro. Too much for a tight end.
Yeah.
Nah. Anyway, I like these squads, man. I like these squads. Good show, bro. You got any last words?
Nope, I don't got any last words, man.
All right, this has been episode 39, y'all. Officially 39, without the BS. This one's going to stay up all the way through tonight, through tomorrow. So refer to us if you need some help on your lineups. We're not experts, but we are definitely cashing. Most of them. But did you saw that Cowboy squad I sent you, right? My wife's Cowboy squad.
Yeah.
You see that shit? That shit, bro.
I said, man, that's a true Cowboy fan there, man.
No, she was trying to put, like, she was making a lineup, and you know it's only 9 spots to fill. She had 8 Cowboys. You have to pick somebody. I don't want to pick somebody from another team. They all trash. I said, yeah, but you still got to. Why can't I pick the Cowboys? I was like, because that's not fantasy sports. That's fanboy shit. Well, they all whack. I don't want to pick nobody against my defense because that my defense stopping everybody. I said, baby, Cowboys good, but they ain't all that. Not trash, but damn. Let's play football. We playing football. We're not playing Cowboys versus the world. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree with you.
Pick a Bronco, pick a Raider, pick a Patriot. You don't have to pick all Cowboys.
She ain't playing.
Yeah. But she better dollar my money on that squad, so let's see how I do. You know, I ain't going to second guess because, you know, we talk all this shit about her and she fuck around and win. You know what I'm saying?
She dogged us out and never let it go.
I'm going to crack jokes, but I'm not going to, like, dismiss that squad I sent you because she always cashing, bro. It ain't a whole lot, but she be cash. I be like, how the fuck you cash on that weak ass squad? Dalton Schultz, baby. Dalton Schultz. That's my boy. I be like, oh my God. Then I be watching this nigga show, touchdown Schultz. Like, God damn. I told you to pick Schultz. You said to pick Schultz. You don't want to pick him because you think you know everything. Oh my God, that shit's fucking late. Like, football Sundays is the fucking party. party in my house, bro. Like, when her Cowboys playing, dude, win or lose, she be hype as fuck. Anyway, y'all, that's our show, man. We'll see y'all again next week, same time, same place. I may or may not throw in a Thursday lineup for y'all Wednesday night, depending on what mood I'm in or what my situation looking like. I don't know. But it won't be a show. It'll be like a little 3-minute, 5-minute clip just to go over the showdown game for Thursday night football. And if I don't do it for Monday night football, which is the Bills versus the Titans, I'll definitely do it for Thursday, because I really, honestly, I don't want to play showdown for the Bills versus Titans. I'm just gonna do a bunch of different combinations of the primetime game going into Monday night football, and just let those primetime games close me out, because I don't like the showdown, because that forces me to pick Derrick Henry, and I don't want to pick Derrick Henry. I don't want to pick A.J. Brown. I don't want to pick Julio Jones. I don't want to pick Tannehill. I don't want to play a showdown game with the Bills versus the Titans. I don't want to do it. I'm good. But anyway, y'all, that's the show. Happy drafting. Creator bless y'all. Get money. Deuces.
Have a good night, y'all.